Hello, Virgo. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. And I'm here to do a special reading on today. This reading is going to be called Hidden Messages. That's right. We're going to get hidden messages from Spirit about what you need to know at this time. So this is a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I want to start by saying take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is a general reading. If it does not resonate, please try your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. But other than that, let's get into it, okay? To see what is hidden from you at this time. All right, for Virgo, and I'm starting with my Wisdom Oracle deck, I'm going to be reading the protection message. Then from there, we're going to do some tarot. And I'm going to pull 3 messages, right? They can be connected. They can also be not connected. We'll see how they work. I'm trying to make it where we have 3 different messages, right? But sometimes messages do connect. Because there's a flow to that thing. And then we're going to clarify it, and that'll be that. So hopefully this reading does not end up being too long. I'm trying not to make them too long for this hidden message, okay? All right, for Virgo, starting off with my Wisdom Oracle deck. What's hidden from them? Ooh, interesting. Truth be told, you got the number 14 here. Now, it's kind of funny. Oh, and then you got community at the bottom, which is funny because when I was shuffling, this kept coming out. Community has the number 8. So some of you could be seeing 888, 1414, 1111, 111, or 444. Anyway, what I was going to say was, Virgo, truth be told, it's very interesting because truth be told, I believe this also, because I just did the next 3-month reading, and I believe, I could be wrong. I believe truth be told came out for Capricorn in the last reading. I could be wrong. Let's see here. But I'm gonna do the what are the key points for it, and then from there we're going to dive into the protection message for it as well. All right. Yeah, I think Capricorn had this one. Anyway, truth be told, it says honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Those are the key words, Virgo. Now, the protection message says, where are you being dishonest with yourself or others, Virgo? If you're unhappy in any areas of your life, look for signs of denial. Girl, we got red real quick. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future where you are no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit, denial imposes on you. Set yourself free, Virgo. Nothing less than the truth is required now. I absolutely love that. So for some of you, you could be lying to yourself. That's exactly what they're saying, Virgo. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? But I was also going to say some of you could be being lied to, okay? That's also another thing I'm getting. Some of you could be getting lied to, or you could be lying to yourself or to others. Or I'm hearing maybe like sugarcoating the truth, or you're like, I don't know if they can handle that, or I don't know if they can, I'm getting a little bit of that energy if you are being dishonest. But for some of you, I really think that it might be the other party. I can't speak for everyone, okay? But for some of you, it could be either you or it could be the other party. And the thing that is so interesting about truth be told is, one thing that it doesn't talk about is you can't really control someone telling you the truth. You can take all the facts, right, as face value, treat it like the justice, right? Treat it like you a judge, baby. Take all that information, take all the facts, and then come up with the conclusion. And I love that it did say in the protection message to ask for it, right? But the thing is, let's be real, we can't control other people. We can ask for it and we still may not receive it. So then what do we do? At that point, I think the only thing we can do is be honest with ourselves on what we can and cannot handle, and then release the rest and pray on that thing. Because I love that it says ask for honesty. I feel like it's not saying to ask for honesty from the other person or the other party. Some of you could even be getting lied to at a job or work, by the way. But for some of you, they're saying to ask spirit for the honesty and the truth. Ask them to tell you what's really happening and what's up and what's going on behind the scenes, Virgo. Interesting. So something is being hidden. And the fact that we have this message as hidden messages, you're looking for the truth. I'm seeing like a magnifying glass, like wearing like Sherlock Holmes. Like I'm seeing like a hat, like a detective in a magnifying glass. And you're like trying to get to the bottom of things, Virgo. So let's see. What are the messages I'm getting for what's hidden from you? All right, first message for Virgo. What is hidden from them at this time? Interesting. The High Priestess. Okay, this is my Marvel deck, by the way. Just wanted to say that. All right, any other messages? We're going to take 3, so we got one more. Oh, well, another one. And this is also funny. The Ace of Swords came out when I was shuffling also. So, girl, these are all just like truth-based cards. We're going to talk about it. I'm excited. Okay. One more for Virgo. What's hidden from Virgo? Ooh, that card fell on the floor. 2 of Swords. Interesting. Ooh, and you got the Hierophant at the bottom. Interesting. I think that is quite interesting. Okay. We'll talk about it because there's a lot happening so far for you, Virgo. I'm getting a lot of messages and downloads, and I don't want this to get long-winded, baby. But I'm going to try to get everything I want to get done or everything I want to say out as much as I can. All right. That's as good as it's going to get. All right. And we are going to clarify them. So first and foremost, the first thing that popped into my head that I wanted to bring up, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are both coming out. These are 2 major arcanas. Together, they make the perfect whole, right? The High Priestess is all about intuitive intellect, whereas the Hierophant is like regular intellect. I guess that's the best way to put it. But also the Hierophant is connected to spirit, but he's like a bridge between the reality and spirit, whereas the High Priestess is just pure intuition and acknowledgement. But the High Priestess also talks about like the card being a bit of a mystery, right? It's moon energy. And it is water-based. And they do talk about the High Priestess being a very kind of mysterious, intuitive card, a very spiritual card. So your first message that might be hidden from you is, you know what I'm getting? That there's a need for you to tap into your intuition, Virgo. I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something. And maybe there's a hidden message within your intuition at this time, Virgo. That's so interesting. You could also be seeing the number. I did say 1111 because the High Priestess is 11. Interesting. Okay, let's get some clarity cards here. Why the High Priestess for the first hidden message, Spirit? Interesting. Page of Pentacles here. And then we got, Queen of Swords on the bottom. I absolutely love that. And it looks like this is, oh, that's so interesting. The Queen of Swords is here. Okay, anyway. So the Queen of Swords is a card of unbiased opinion. She is, I was going to say clear cut, clear throat. Like cutthroat. Cutthroat and clear. Ooh, girl, I got mixed up. She is cutthroat, but she is also very clear and focused. I'll say that instead. She also is a card, I like to say, of boundaries. She definitely is a card of keeping up her boundaries, setting clear boundaries, being very direct. In the card here, she only has clouds on the bottom half of her body. Top half of her body is clear. There's also a bird up top, which means she has a clear eagle eye view of the situation, which means she's out of murkiness, right? Clouds can also stand for things being unclear or things being hidden from you or dreamy energy, like illusional energy is the best way to put it. The fact that you got the High Priestess here, I feel like You might have been in the dark about something for a while with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, they say that she literally can see clearly for the first time once the clouds are, once she raises above the clouds. For some of you, the hidden messages, there's a need for you to trust your intuition on something, and be very clear and direct on something that may have been hidden from you. But with the Page of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers. And the fact that it's the Page of Pentacles, that is like a manifestation of financial opportunity. Could be a deepening of a skill. Could be interning, desire, right? Diligence, abundance, ambitions as well, drive. I feel like for some of you, my first message was that there could have been something hidden from you regarding money. That's my first thing I heard. That's the first thing I heard. Then the other thing I heard was there could be something, a money opportunity coming in that you don't see coming. But you feel intuitively that it's coming in. So take it however it resonates. For some of you, it could be someone, hiding things behind your back regarding money. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. And there's a need for you to be clear and concise with your boundaries. I'm hearing speak up. And be like, no, you did this. I know you did this. How did this money, how did this happen? XYZ. There's a need for you to be completely honest and ask for it in return and demand it, even with the Queen of Swords. I don't know why, but I'm getting for some of you, someone could be taking or stealing money, stealing an opportunity. They're trying to do something shady behind your back, but your intuition is so on point that there's no way they can hide it. They're needing you to delegate that and cut that cord. And be honest and be like, hey. And it's funny because with the Queen of Swords here and the truth be told, these are both cards of honesty and having unbiased opinions and just literally seeing things for face value for what they are. The second thing is, for some of you, you could be intuitively knowing that there's a opportunity coming in, right? Financial opportunity. That you've maybe even manifested. It's funny because the High Priestess is also a card of limitless potential and manifestation. So you could have been working really closely with Spirit, or your higher self even, and you've manifested something that is stable, but also new, right? Something that you can work and build towards. I would say this, for Page of Pentacles, I wouldn't say it's stable. It's the most stable of pages for sure. But I feel like what I want to say is it is the start of stability. It's like the little Lego that starts before you build the full castle, like the Lego castle, right? So I'm getting that whatever this is it's an opportunity to build something, to make something stable. But take it however it resonates, right? Whichever one resonates with you. I am giving you a lot of different messages here. Second message is Ace of Swords. So there is some great clarity coming through. Looks like a breakthrough coming through. Ace of Swords is a breakthrough, clarity, sharp mind. It is literally cutting through and getting the truth. Literally, truth be told, which is your center of the reading, your second hidden message. So I feel like you're going to get some clarity and some information. I feel like, I feel like intuitively you kind of knew something is going to come in. I don't know. I'm getting it's going to be kind of wild. I don't know. The cards aren't saying that, but for some reason I'm getting that it's going to, how do I put this? I was going to say you're shocked, but not that shocked. like it's going to throw you off guard, because I feel like it's going to come out of nowhere on a sunny, beautiful day when you're not even thinking about something, and it's going to come out of nowhere, and it's going to be like, well, there goes my Saturday, right? But I think once you think about it, right, once you really acknowledge it, think about it, you're going to be like, well, intuitively I kind of been feeling that, or like I kind of expected that. And I feel like you're going to be able to handle it very well, Virgo. But let's see. Why the Ace of Swords here for Virgo? Interesting. Four of Pentacles. Girl, didn't I say someone might be stealing your money? Interesting. Ten of Cups at the bottom, though. That is happiness. That is love, divine love. Can be family, right? It is, I like to say fortune after difficulty. It's like total love and support, and it is a community-based card. Yes, it's family, but I also like to think of it as a community-based card. The fact that we got community at the bottom of the deck for the Wisdom Oracle, you could really be finding your community at this time as well. Or maybe you're going to be leaning into a community soon. I don't know. I'm getting like if you haven't found your community yet, they're coming in soon. Anyway, Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can be a card of saving money, conserving money. It can be also scarcity, being frugal, being safe, being worried about your security when it comes to money. But even, I also will say this, Four of Pentacles is also a card of I would even say like just even a mental scarcity. It is financial scarcity, yes, but I say it's just scarcity in general, right? I feel like it's like if you have a mindset that you know you need to like drop, let go. Ace of Swords, you could have a conversation or you could have a moment where you realize, dang, my mindset is kind of setting me back. I need to step back and reevaluate myself, right? But for some of you, I really do think you're getting a breakthrough or learning some information when it comes to your money. In your mind, money might have been feeling a little tough for a while, right? It might have been a little tough. Your pockets might have been a little tough, but know this, right? I feel like with the fact that this is here right next to it, this opportunity, something is intuitively coming in. But I think that right now you're just really, really kind of focused on your money and trying to be safe and making sure you have security. But the thing is, this Ace of Swords, I feel like this is going to be like a breath of fresh air, like a big old breakthrough that's just going to allow you to kind of release that control. You're going to be able to release that control and be able to know that money is an ebb and flow, right? Abundance is an energy. Money is an energy, right? You put out this energy of, I'm a millionaire, you receive. You put out, you receive. And the thing is, I'm also getting Nine of Cups energy for you, Virgo, where it's like living in your truth, right? Living in alignment to receive it, right? That's what I'm getting a little bit with this Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. I know it's not here, but that's what I'm getting. Also, I've done Capricorns already. I got Taurus left. Each one has gotten an ace so far, which I think is so interesting. Because they had the Ace of Cups and you have the Ace of Swords. So anyway, you could be getting some great clarity regarding money, a breakthrough regarding money, some information regarding money. Could be money from the past also is what I'm getting. Like I said, someone could have did you dirty, stolen. I'm hearing like maybe play games with your money or I'm also getting a little bit of, for some of you, you could have had a person that's like, oh, I don't have money, or I can't afford that, or I can't do that. And you're always the one footing the bill or paying for this. Could be even a roommate, right? Where you're like, they're like, oh, I can't pay the rent this month, or I'm really short, or I'm short by 400. And you're like, okay, bet. Like, and you keep helping them. Turns out they're actually fine. They're doing great, actually. They're spending all them extra money on this, that, and the third to buy them this, that, and the third. And you're realizing, well, dang, I kind of got duped because I'm nice, because I'm a giver, because I'm a Virgo, a person of service. I don't know. That's what I'm getting, a little backstabby energy. But like I said, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, right? Leave the rest behind. If it's not resonating, then that might not be your hidden message for you. For some of you, it could even be a family member. But I'll leave that alone. All right, you have Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a decision needing to be made. Two of Swords in the original deck, she is literally a person with a blindfold, has two swords. It feels like they have to make a this or that decision. But actually, in the original image of the Two of Swords, there's an actual, because she's doing one or this or that island, like an island here, an island there. But in the tarot photo, there's actually an island behind her that she cannot see because she has her blindfold on, and she also can't see behind her. She hasn't decided to like sit everything down and go look, right? So Two of Swords can be a this or that type of thinking, or feel like you have to make a decision based off of this or that. But they do say that Two of Swords is a third place solution, right? It's figuring out something like thinking of a third plate, like a third solution, a third option that is just better beneficial for you. Also, I'm getting a little bit of pressure, like maybe someone pressuring you to make a decision or you pressuring yourself to make a decision. But let's clarify it. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. Why the Two of Swords for Virgo? Interesting. Eight of Pentacles, which is funny. It says this is also a card of Virgo as well. And you have, oh, Nine of Wands on the bottom. That's that wounded warrior energy. We're going to put it right here so you can see it. Okay, just making sure everything is in the screen here so you can see everything. Cool. So, Nine of Wands. Did I say swords? I meant Nine of Wands if I said swords. It is a bit of a wounded warrior energy, but it is courage, right? It's perseverance, right? It's not giving up even though you feel exhausted, drained. Like you are on your last one and you're like, I'm giving it another chance. I'm going to keep fighting even though everything in me is screaming. Eight of Pentacles is a card of keeping your head down and being diligent, right? It's work and it's mastery. It also is passion and craft. It is a card of building your legacy, right? I would say even building blocks, building your legacy, building what you want, right? If it is a love, you're building a good relationship in love or good relationships and connections with people. If it's money, you're building your money, you're building your finances. So the fact that you have Two of Swords, this could be you trying to make a decision between two jobs, because Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, right? It's a card of work. So you could be deciding between two jobs. You could have been made an offer, especially with the Hierophant here. Hierophant is a card of contracts and information, right? So you could have been made an offer and you're like, okay, do I take that or do I stay where I am because it's comfortable and it's safe and I know I can, I know how to make this work. I don't know about that, right? It also could even be a this or that kind of or feeling like there's a situation when it comes to money in general. You know what I got? You could be being offered money or being asked to invest or advised to invest. A give and take of money for some reason is what I'm getting. And it's funny because we got that Page of Pentacles here. That could be that new position, that new opportunity that comes out of nowhere. And you could even be deciding, like, can I do that financially? Like, even though that sounds amazing, there's a breakthrough, there's a new beginning on the horizon, but is it going to cover my bills? Like, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills, right? Anyway, Virgo, it just feels like you're feeling like you have to do a this or that kind of situation regarding something work-related, regarding something money or financial related. It could even be like, oh, do I want to invest in that? Do I want to pay for that? Some of you could also be, for some of you, you know, take what resonates. Some of you could also be trying to decide if you want to start a business. You're like, I don't know, should I or should I not? Like, should I start the business? Should I not? For some of you, I'm also getting, you could be trying to decide if you want to either buy a car or buy a house or buy something. And I'm getting big purchase, right? For some of you, you could be going back and forth on whether or not you want to do it or not. And maybe there's a need for you to kind of sit down and do a pros and cons list, especially with the pros and cons list, especially with the Truth Be Told card here. There might be a need for, I think for every single one of these messages that are hidden from you, Virgo, the answer is sit down and evaluate. Honestly, I feel like for the earth signs, this second quarter is all about evaluation. Like every single reading I've done so far, the April reading, the next 3 months reading, and now this one, almost every single one is evaluate, evaluate, evaluate. And I feel like the second, like first quarter for earth signs have been just healing, getting ourselves together, you know, taking care of ourselves. Second quarter is like evaluation, evaluation. What's for me, what's not for me. If it's not for me, walking away. If it's for me, let's go. You know, that's what I've been getting. So anyway, Virgo, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe, share the channel if you feel inclined. You know, if you got a Capricorn bestie or a Taurus sister, I do both of those as well. Those two earth signs. But I want to say thank you so much for coming in, watching this video, visiting my channel. And if this was your first video, welcome, girl, or got whoever. Welcome, baby. Welcome, bestie. That's what I should say. Welcome, bestie. But if you're coming back, thank you for coming back. Welcome back, bestie. Let's continue to connect. Anyway, I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed. If it did, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. All right. Have a great April. Bye-bye.